not so bad, but he,
Is that how come we would go to that one place there in Montana and visit those people that lived out in Egypt? And they had like a trailer that they lived in, which was old and crockety.
Drummond?
And then they had this brand new, like double wide, but it wasn't built underneath yet because they had it on foundation.
Yep.
And it wasn't
no,
built
but he didn't.
there.
He knew him from there because.
And the windows were kind of blocked out.
Do you know?
But in that cement that was supposed to be like a little crawl space underneath, they had like deer carcasses and
heads. That's how we grew up, Annie. Annie, we grew up.
And they had cars everywhere on their property.
If you would look at the life Mom and Dad led now, they would be considered migrant workers because every one of us were born somewhere else. Every one of us kids were born somewhere else, except for when you guys got into Elk River. But Paul was in California. I was in Montana. I mean, it's just everywhere. And they went wherever the work was. And when we were in Troy, Montana, Dad was a trapper. And so
like
in the closet,
trapper kind
yeah,
of thing?
so in the closet, yeah, we skinned animals, and there were always pelts in the closet. And I always wondered. Paul and I often talk about it, and it's like, you know, when we went to school.
How old were Mom and Dad when you were born?
I think probably 24, 25. I don't know, 26 maybe. But Paul and I often talk about when we were living in Troy, because we lived in a house that didn't have a bathtub that worked. We had an outhouse. We didn't have a toilet, and in that closet were always pelts and skins, dead beaver skins, bobcat skins, and everything. That when we'd all help do them, we never took baths. Can you imagine what we smelled like at school? Our clothes were in the closet with all these skins, and I mean, we're like going, I wonder what we smelled like. I bet we smelled awful.
Oh, God.
I mean, we don't even really remember it too much, but it was very odd. But so that, and then when after he left home because his father beat his mother all the time.
Yeah, I heard he beat him a lot.
And
that's why he beat us.
His dad died of arsenic poisoning.
No, I found that out 3 years ago, I think it was, and I don't remember who exactly told me but that he was questioned by the police and let go.
He and his mother.
Grandmother killed Grandpa.
Well, they had to let him go because that's when he was on a freight train when Grandpa died. But the thing is that Grandpa died in jail, so they really don't know when he was poisoned.
See, and that gets me, because that's what I heard. He was in jail for horse thieving, and he died in jail. That's what I heard, but then somebody told me, no, he didn't die in jail. Is that why I cannot find a death on him?
Probably because he was in
jail.
Yeah, he died
Yeah, I can't find a death on Johannes. I find a birth, but I cannot find a death.
Anyway, it's very, very interesting, and I don't know, Maud was not a very nice woman anyway.
I heard she was a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't particularly care for her. So.
Well, I met her
maybe she grew
I met her one time.
I mean, if she was beat all the time, maybe she just, I don't know.
Became tough. I met her one time, and it was over the trailer by the airport. She came into town for something, I don't know, somebody's something. And
nothing to do with us, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure too. But Mom went over there and sprang me and sprang Rosemary. And I met this old, wrinkly thing with white hair
that you could see the skin through?
Yeah. And I looked at her, and Mom goes, "This is your grandma. It's your dad's mom." And I went, "Hi. Can I go play now?" "No. Your grandma's in town, and you need to spend time with her because you don't know her that well." And I'm like, "Can I go play now?" I didn't care. I was a kid. I didn't give a shit who it was. You ain't bring me nothing to eat. You ain't bring me no money. You're not going to take me out of my life with my father, who's an ass. See ya. You know, but I didn't know.
You gotta think about Mom and Dad, though. They raised us the best they could.
No. You want me to think about Dad, because Mom was fine. I never had a problem.
You know what? Mom was not fine. Mom did not back us. Mom let Dad do whatever he did.
Pretty much. But that's, from what I understand, she was raised the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, but you know
you
what?
served your husband, and you did what he said. That's
not true, because she carried way more weight than you can imagine.
I found that out when we ran away to California.
Yes.
Twice.
She
the
was
second
in charge.
time, she got right in Dad's face, and I remember the some of the conversation.
Mhm.
And she told him, you ever lay a hand on me again, and I'm totally fine, and you will never find
Dad
me.
never touched her.
Not again.
He never touched her.
That's not what Anita said.
He never touched her.
Anita or Lorette used to tell me that he would beat the hell out of Mom when he'd come home drunk.
Nope.
When I was
He'd beat the heck
little
out of us, but he didn't.
Well, I know he
heck
beat the hell out of me. I left when I was fucking 16.
Yeah.
I moved out because I got done.